let me just post it on my socials. That's the wrong link. Let's just post it on my socials, let everyone know. There's probably an easier way to post on your socials, but just so everyone knows that I'm doing a stream. There it is. That is Stream Manager. I want. Yeah, I know I'm live. How do I? Isn't there a way to share? Advanced. Where is the share? Where's the share button? Chat settings. Chat. Help me out here. How do I share? How do I share? Let's see. Let's just go to the Twitch. Alright, here we go. Alright, posting to everyone. Oh my god, everyone's in. Streaming. Going down to the ranch. Yeah, I thought I changed my icon. It shouldn't just be the default. Okay, enough for the Facebook so my friends can come down to the ranchy, huh? Now I gotta post it on the Discord. There's probably a way to better automate this kind of stuff. Oh, and as you can see, I forgot to put my pop filter on last time. There we go. Have that. Let's spam in some random Discord that I'm at. Oh, there we go. Let's see if anyone gives a shit. And it's okay if they don't, because this is for me. So yesterday we stopped right at the moment of getting the controls sort of set up. A little bit off camera, I figured out what the issue was when holding down control would speed it up. It turns out that the Unity input system had Fire 1 also on left control for some reason. But yeah, right now the air brakes do work on keyboard, but I haven't gotten it to work on gamepad controller. This coupled with the issue that we had earlier with the extra weird controller input thing with the Unity input system, hi Spongy Bread, makes me believe that we should switch to the newer Unity input system sooner rather than later. So we're gonna do that because I have done it before a little bit, and it does work on the fly with some gamepad controllers. So while we're here, let's go to the asset store. Let's go to the package manager. We're gonna go let it load a little bit. Here we go. And I believe it is the input system. Here we go. I do also have some plugins that I paid for a long time ago, but for now, we'll do this. Seems useful. Seems what we can use. We'll see. What is that emote that you're using anyway? Hey guys, Twitch Global emote here. OBS. I hope you don't hear the fan too much. I get really hot really easily, so I just have a fan that's just perpetually on in my room constantly. Enable the backend disable. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the old Unity input system, even though it would be useful for brief testing, but we're gonna deal with that. Let's reload that. Nobody saw me picking my nose. Yeah, the mic is still picking up. The mic is definitely still picking up on fan, but you know, you guys are just gonna have to suffer because I don't want to suffer if that happens. I do wish I didn't have to bend so far. Let's. All right. Well, the chair is much lower now. It's gonna be a bit. Yada yada. Reload that. Yada yada. Let's say. Okay, there we go. Okay, so like before, we're gonna copy and paste what we did before because the new input system is kind of weird to set up, and I'm gonna actually make its own folder just because it's kind of weird. I need to throw away dishes. Let's see. Can y'all still hear me? I feel like I'm too quiet. I should probably put on headphones so I can hear myself. This is the laziness coming in. Okay, let's see. So the input system, and then you gotta create. I believe you have to create an input action. Player control. So then we have this whole thing where we're going to add a control scheme. We're going to call it. Actually, first. Okay. This is going to be gamepad. We'll just do generic gamepad. And this will be ship control. It has all these other ones. For now, we'll just do basic gamepad. Okay. An action map where, or actually, ship control. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's a bit weird at first, but you kind of get used to it. So we're gonna add. Delete that. So we have a new action. It's gonna be steer. I don't know what pass through means in this new system. I don't know what pass through is. Can you just barely hear us with the same volume? God, I'm so quiet. I'm probably talking too quiet because I don't want to bother my dad. And I'm not living in the basement, so I don't feel that particular stereotype. It's not button. I think it's value. The control type of axis, where we want to add a one-dimensional. Here we go. So we have the negative. Oops, not that. Which we listen using this left stick. X. Or maybe you don't need a 1D axis. Well, it is a 1D axis. There's volume good lots of because it's right here. And if I put it far away, it'll be quiet. This is the weird part. Where if I made it just a binding, but it's not a button, it's left stick left, let's just do that. And then we listen, left stick right. There we go. So this should be the steering. There goes left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeehaw. That should be the basic version. Then we add another one. We have accelerate. I think that's how you spell accelerate. Where this is just a button This listens to button south on the gamepad. Okay. Okay. Usage and control schemes, we have that. Then we have the one that's a little bit weird that I think I'm gonna have to do two separate actions, I think is what I'm gonna have to do. Which will be break left and break right. I think I tried making it on like a two-dimensional axis with like two buttons, but it was too weird. So I think I have to do it like this for now. So we're listening. So we have left trigger, listen, and the right trigger. And I believe, you know what? Let's duplicate that. And let's just, while we're here, for right trigger Xbox control, because this is an Xbox controller. Button for accelerate. Oh, whoops. You know what? Never mind. Give it like this. Save asset. So we have that. Break left, break right. We could have a. Probably should have a regular brake. E-brake. Let's do that. Oh, rename it. My keyboard's in an awkward position. E-brake. E-brake. We'll listen to that. Button east. That is not what it was. There we go. It should just be a button. I want to know what the difference is between value button and pass through. None of the tutorials really work like that. That's the really weird thing. It's true. Okay, good. That's okay if nobody gives a shit. Going to have to move you to the background so I can join a meeting. Good luck with your rest of your stream. Thank you, Spongy Bread, who I know in real life. Okay, so I believe that should be everything I need. We're gonna put this. I'm gonna put this down here. Now the tricky part. We have to then generate. I believe. Okay, so I believe everything here. That's all we need. Yeah. While we're at it, we should add. We need to add the. We need to add the keyboard controls. So actually, let's edit this scheme name to be keyboard plus game pad. We have keyboard here. This one's optional. This one's required. Okay, here we go. Did I generate the asset already? Oh, okay. So steer, and then what you can do here is, excuse me. What you can do here is you can actually duplicate both of these, because now they'll all count towards the same. Geez, why am I growling like that? Wait, left stick, right stick? Oh, left stick, right, okay. These should all contribute to the same accelerate, but they shouldn't add to each other, so it's not like having a keyboard and controller you both hit the accelerate, it'll accelerate you twice as fast. Like that shouldn't happen. And e-brake. E-brake, listen for the S key. And I'll add the arrow keys too, just for posterity. So we got all the arrow keys for posterity. I have Yanni stuck in my head. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I am available for bar mitzvahs. Hey, maybe this will be a good thing for my voice acting career, of which I have none, but would be nice to have, because I think I have a nice voice, even though I hate listening to my own voice. Listen, W key for accelerate, up arrow, and then e-brake for, let's duplicate that, and listen for the down arrow key, there we go, and then we'll have the, like what we had before, add binding, we'll have left control specifically be brake left and space bar brake right for that. Okay, so binding is neither a composite nor part of a group. I'm gonna assume that's something else. Yeah. Okay, so we have this. Now I believe we have to generate a C# file, or did it already generate? It already generated. So do I not need to do that anymore? Well. There we go. Ship control actions. Okay. So that's all that stuff. Yeah, it's a bit funky, but when you get used to it, you're like, okay, I get it. It's when you implement it into the code that it gets a bit weird. And hopefully they don't up and fucking toss over all of the changes here. Okay, so here is where we're gonna now say goodbye to this bullshit. So now instead, so this is where it gets weird, and also this is where we're gonna just copy and paste my shit from a previous attempt. We're gonna take this, we're gonna combine with that. It's not race player input, it is actually ship control. No, that's not it. Put action. Yeah. So this needs the input action I called player control input action equals new player control, was it? I don't think that's what it was. Ship control. Here we go. Hopefully I wasn't... the cable on my mic unplugged. Hopefully I wasn't silent for too long. Yeah, I'm thinking... Because in the air brakes, you also sort of end up slowing down. So it feels like... Oh, let's hope that wasn't... Let's... Because it feels like even if you hit accelerate... that using an air brake would slow you down. Maybe counteract the acceleration. Because that's when like the drifting sort of thing happens. Maybe that's what happens if I add in the drift. Okay, so I am going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to make a very quick level. Just like a quick like circular figure 8 track with Pro Builder or something. I'm going to do that so I can see like how it actually looks out when I'm racing around. Okay. So... player input actions. You're gonna go there. Hierarchy. Alright, Pro Builder. We're gonna make a new shape. Okay, we're gonna make a new shape. We're gonna make... We just need a cube. Okay, hopefully I know what I'm doing here. We'll make it a 10 by 10? No, we'll make it 10 by... Ooh. 10 by 2.5. Z of... That's fine. Z of 1 is fine. So we're going to build that. Question is, what are these? Edge selection, vertex selection, object selection, face selection. Okay, here we go. That's not what I want. We're going to do object. We're going to turn this. Set this to, I'm going to center the pivot. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start making this out. Basic 90 degrees. X, let's make it 10 away, thank you. Okay, so here we go. I've never used Pro Builder before, so if I get anything working, that's pretty good thing in its favor. I think my dad's watching something. So I want to... How would I... So then I want to select face loop. No. I want to subdivide the object. Subdivide again. Subdivide one more time. No, I want the object I want. My dad's doing stuff. I want to... And if I delete, what happens? That's what happens. Is there a way? Extrude edges. Grow selection. Select holes. Select edge loop. That's not. Select edge loop. There's gotta be a way. I'm overcomplicating this, aren't I? I'm overcomplicating this, aren't I? Let's put this back. Whoop. Reset. Turn it 90 degrees. Turn it 90. Why is it like a 0 and 0? Let's move it. Whoop. Let's move it 10. And the 10, we're gonna make it. Oh, is that what it means? Mirror. Oh shit. Oh, well, there you go. Put that under here. Okay, so we're going to select the face again. There we go. Here we go. Down, 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 down. No. Down, 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 down. One. Down, down. No one. Down, 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 down. Stop in your down, 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 down. Save the cornflakes for parties. Conversation. The world is loaded. The party ain't gonna stop. No. No one. Can you add? There's gotta be a way to add. Stop the radio. Fun people, the ladies, so they was. That's not what I want at all. The party ain't gonna stop. There's gotta be a way to. There's gotta be a way to cut an edge. So there's loop? No. There's gotta be a way to just cut it. No, there has to be. There has to be. A mirror object does work. New shape? No. New poly shape? Nope. Someone tell me. Vertex colors? That's one thing. Smoothing, grow selection. Why isn't it? Isn't there? Where's extrude? I saw extrude. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gasoline. And gasoline. No. Fuck. That's almost what I wanted. Fuck. Divide some more. Hoorah! Down, 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 down. Meow! My poor kitty. Meow! Hurrah! Oh wait, I could have just extruded that time. I'm a dope. Here we are. Here we are. Go. Extrude, please. Fun people, believers, so save us. Fun people, goodbye, money ain't gonna stop. I'm actually gonna double this length because it's gonna be a little bit more of a little bit more. Hurrah! Ba-dum-ba-ba. My poor cat, my dad doesn't want him out of the... He doesn't want him out of the, Poor cat. What? Meow meow, what do you want, kitty? Oh. Poor cat wants to get out, but my dad doesn't want him out. Funny thing, actually. I think my dad just gave him some food. Usually around this time, my dad gives the cat like some chicken or something. Okay. Yeah, usually around this time, my dad gives chicken and other foods and stuff to the children, as we call them. Properly cable my mic. Oh, damn it, not this again. I don't know how you get out of this full screen scene mode. How do you get out of this full screen? I end up like... fuck. How do you get out of this full screen mode? Blah. Great, I have to do this again. Showing that stuff. Expand. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way anyway. Okay, so later on I need to figure out how to make it properly I need to figure out how to make it properly collide with the wall, but let's see the controller now. See it like this, now it's like... Yeah, I feel like the air brakes need like a... Because right now it's just like you're steering harder, it's not... Whoa. Let me guess. Let me guess if you're going too fast, it'll clip through. Let's test that theory. And whoop, yep. Collision's gonna suck. Oh boy. Whoop, whoop, oh, got me there. So yeah, because it needs to be more like a drifting thing. And I don't like that choppy. It's choppy like that for some reason. Alright, well, at least got something like that. So how about... So what we did before with the air brakes is with this air brake efficiency. What if we also include something like that for the drift factor, where the more efficient the air brakes are, the more it's going to divide the drift factor. If you use it. So if it's at 100% efficiency, then who knows, right? Because if the drift factor is at 1, then it's not affecting it at all. The air brake efficiency. Well, no, it can't just be the efficiency. It has to be the air brakes itself. Because the air brakes is the rotation torque. Because if it was at 100% efficiency, and I'm not pressing either of them, it's going to cause the drift factor, and it has to. And if you're only like halfway pressing one of them, it would cause the full effect. It needs to be air brake time. Maybe drift factor. What am I thinking? The drift factor needs to increase the faster you are, and how much you're using the air brake. If they both end up, if you're using both, actually, yeah, if you're just holding down both, I feel like you would drift a bit, wouldn't you? Because you're going, okay, maybe it is just based on air brake efficiency. Do I add the air brake efficiency, or do I just add the air brakes to the drift factor? If I just add air brakes, well, no, because I can't do that, because then it'll go negative, because air brakes can go negative, because that's the following. I mean, I can absolute value it. IF.absolute air brakes. Clarona. LOL means. Okay. So I don't think that's going to be enough to really make a difference. But let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of a drift. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. It's too much of an instant turn, though. That's what I'm worried about. And it needs to slow, and using the air brakes should slow you down a bit. That's the thing, even if you're accelerating. Because it shouldn't just be that, it's not just that you're steering left more. It should like slow you down, and this is like, when it spins out, this is like when you're drifting a bit. I should, let's do some debug. Let's do some fix update debug void debug. Should be something like is it gizmos dot draw line, I suppose, from position draw line from that to vector 3 dot forward. Actually, no, it should be transform dot forward. Is that it? I don't think that's actually gonna... I got a message. Oh, it's Stevie. Are you on stream, Stevie? Oh, I'm sorry, I overshot the thing. Are other people in chat? There are 5 people in chat. I didn't even realize, because I only looked at the chat and if they commented or not. Hello, another TV. What is that? Another TTV viewer. Commander root. Right click to move. I didn't even realize other people were in chat. I only look at the chat and if there's people chatting, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, okay. So wait, let me debug because I want to be able to know. I don't think it's gonna. It's not even. Where's the gizmos? There we go. Where's the line even playing? Oh god, it's the... Yeah, okay, never mind on that. Never mind on that. I have another thing for, I should have... Okay, yeah, that didn't... Fuck that. Okay, hang on. Okay, so where I'm at right now... Okay, I'm gonna have to add the... I'm gonna add back the, this whole thing. What this was in the previous tutorial was basically a cosmetic banking for the ship. I wanted to avoid that for now, but I'll put it back in. You know, it would make it makes it feel better anyway. But still gonna work. Yeah, I just need to do RB. Wait, what did I call this? What did I call it? Oh, just that. For now, yeah, I'll just redo the RB, and it's gonna be plus air brakes. Stop, please. Ship body. What was that in the previous one? Ship body. What was the ship body? Transform. Oh yeah, so yeah, because the way that they did it was they have like this would be like an empty class or whatever. Then they would have like the fancy, like this is where the actual like cube map mesh renderer would be. So actually, I mean that's probably for the best. Let's do cut. Can I not? Let's do that. Let's create an empty. Let's do it's a mesh filter, I believe, with a cube. I can see the mesh renderer, yeah. Copy component. And let's paste component as do. There we go. There's the boy. There's the baby boy. Box collider. Yes, 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 that's what we want anyway. We don't care about this now anymore. Okay, here we go. So now we have the ship mesh. Let's call it that. I don't really know what a ship mesh is, but you know, let's say. Okay. Yeah, I know the me. Ship body. Let's do a public transform ship body. I believe is what the other script did. Physics settings. They put it under physics settings. Full gravity. Fine, we'll do more headers. Physics. Physics settings. It's still weird to me that there are like 5 people watching. Slash probably putting me in the background, but that's okay. Physics settings, and I already forgot what I was doing. What was it? Ship body? Yeah, okay, sure. Ship body, and then let's go back here. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Air brakes versus air brakes. Fucking don't go to a breakery. I don't know why that made me laugh. Okay, shut up. Blah, blah, blah. Ship body is right here. This should be private at this point, but okay. So this should make it do. There we go. See, look at that. Or actually, no, it's reverse on it, so it's like. Ooh. It's a reverse for you guys, so I gotta go. And then, okay, so because air brakes aren't as efficient, so we turn here. Then you see it's going. Ooh, that's nice. It's turning even further the more efficient it is. That's nice. I like that. Yeah. Oh god, like you're almost like 90 degrees against the ground. That's pretty funny. I don't like how it jumped up like that. Did it clip on something? It's like almost 90 degrees to the freaking curb. I don't like how instant it is though. It should lerp. It shouldn't be like instant. It shouldn't be instant like that. It should be like it's taking a little bit extra time to like react to it. It's like woo, like that instead of just going woo. It should be like woo. I don't know. But it's pretty funny how it's like practically 90 degrees against the ground. And is there a little drift? There's a little bit of drift. Maybe it could be a bit more drift. Okay, we see the speed is very narrowly increasing. But I don't think it should. It should be... Yeah, no, it's lowering. Now it's lowering. Okay, so that's... Okay, so I think it's like... So it's increasing. I think there might be... I think the way that the speed is handling, I think there's like a limit. It might be dependent on the drift then. I think if there's more drift then... Yeah. It's slowing down. But here it's going down. So it's around 142 is the max limit in this case. That's interesting. Drift factor of 1. If I increase the drift factor to... If I increase the drift factor to like some bullshit number. So now it's like real. Now we're like really drifting. See, now it's like just regular accelerating. We're not accelerating that much at all because the drift factor is so big. Okay, so maybe I want to increase the drift factor in general when you're doing the air brake and you're turning. So now you're doing regular, and now it's like very slow. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's maybe more of what I want. I'll do like the really sharp turns. Yeah, you want to do like the really sharp turns, so like increase the drift factor to like a fucking 100 or something. Let's fucking do that. Let's see what fucking 100 drift factor is. Let's go, boys. Yeah. Okay. That's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. It maybe is taking a little bit too long to catch up. Yeah, it should be that. Okay. I think I have an idea. Boys. We're going to... Oh god, I have so many windows open. Here we're gonna do lads and lasses and lassies. Here's where we're gonna do little boys and girls. We are going to make the drift factor. We're gonna make the drift factor 100 or something, but we're only gonna apply the drift factor. Where is it? We're only gonna apply it if the air brakes are being used. If the air brakes are being used, then we multiply or we add. Do we even want to add? How about only if the air brakes are being used? And in fact, here we fucking go. Can I get Pogs and Champ? Pogs and Champ? I'm gonna give myself a Pog. Pog Champ. I'm pretty sure that'll work. I don't know if that... I gotta stop blasting the mic. I'm pretty sure that'll work. Let's see. But I believe that if you're not using the air brakes, because it'll also be multiplied by its efficiency. So if you're slow and you're using the air brakes, it's not going to be as drifty. But if you are at like more full efficiency, then it'll be very drifty. That's when I think shit will work. Oh god. What are these? What are those? What are these? What are these errors? Force assign attempt for ship is not valid. The fuck? What's your whining about? What are you whining about? What's the problem? What's the problem? What the fuck? Rigid body dot force. Oh, is it RB at force? Rigid body. Ship body. Is there something that still says rigid body? What is this? What is this assetry? I don't appreciate this assetry. What? Excuse me. I don't appreciate this vagary. What is this? Oh, it's because I'm dividing by 0. Fuck. It's because I'm dividing by 0. Fuck. That's a good point. How about this becomes 1 plus drift factor? There we go. Yo-yo Storm Hughes. Poggers and Champ. Poggers in Champ. I don't know why I say that. Yo-yo Storm. Okay. So now we are no longer... I gotta stop blowing. I'm blowing the mic, aren't I? Keep seeing red in there. Now we are not gonna divide by 0 because we're adding 1 to the drift factor times math absolute air brakes. Now we can do pogs. It's PogChamp. It's an emote in chat. I mean, I'm assuming it's like, whoa. Okay. Now, so to catch Storm up, I've redone the input system with the new... I don't have the other ones? Yeah, no, this, because I'm not a super... I don't make enough money for Twitch yet to have the other emotes. I don't know, you said Pog question mark. But to recap for Storm, I did the input system to use the newer input system for Unity, so I can better do things for control. I've added in the air brakes. I've added an air brake system, which I think I did last time, but in the air brake system isn't as it's more effective the faster you are, because the faster you are, the more the air brakes are gonna like. Yeah, there probably is like monkas. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a more kind of responsive, style of a more interesting style of like air brake. So it's not just like you're steering further; it's more like you're sort of drifting a bit, and you're like maybe slowing down a bit. So I'm trying to do that by adding. The drift factor, because you can kind of see like right now I'm holding down air brake and I'm sort of drifting a little more, rather than actually I'm not. I think actually because drift factor is 1. I made drift factor 100 last time. Remember, kids, all your changes while in play mode will not be saved in the editor. But now this one should be okay. So now it's like normal when I drift. Whoa, look at that drift. And then when you stop air braking, you're back on it. Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street, I don't know where I'm about to go. Only the drift factor really slows it down this time. But that might be okay. Especially if you have a faster acceleration. Damn it. Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's the time to go. Calling you, and there's always a mystery. Oh yes. Yeet, indeed, right click to move. Deja vu. Oh, that does kind of feel good. And I'm assuming if I could get faster, so I think I can, yeah. I'm gonna have to do, oh god, I am not looking forward to doing the fucking physics stuff by myself. Oh no. Okay, but drive force I think is basically the acceleration. Yeah, so I'm assuming drive force is just like how fast I drive. Handling, how easily ankle turns, angle of roll. I'm not a huge fan of like setting in stone the angle. It's still boat physics. What boat physics? This isn't a boat, this is a ship. Oh, fuck you. I know that we call them ships, but we're not in the Navy. We're not in the Space Navy. Well, that is a good question, why it's just sort of common to call like space ships and whatever. Yeah, I think at this point it may be too much slowdown, but we'll see. And it might be, if anything, I might want it to be even tighter. I might want it to like slow down even faster. Whoa, I don't like that pop. Because right now it's hard to tell without a real track to do that. Fuck me. Yeah, and then it's like I'm okay with like slowing down, and then you're like, whoop. A ship is a vessel that tips outward when you turn. Neat. Boats tip inward when they turn. Oh shit. I do not like that little hitch. I'm gonna have to figure out what it is. Wait, a ship versus a boat. Oh. I didn't know there was a difference between a ship and a boat. Oh yeah, you see how, did you see how I was really fast? And then I turn left. Hang on, I'm still accelerating, ignore that. Turn left, I use the air brakes, and then as I'm still holding my air brakes, the angle of the ship is like, it's like, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, this is like not using physics properly at all. The angle stuff is just cosmetic, it's not actually doing anything, which kind of bugs me, but probably is what I would need anyway. I'm just like, but I feel like it's stopping. I feel like it's stopping too fast almost, because that ain't fun when you're doing like a hairpin turn like that. Feels like it needs to be more like, I don't know. It needs some more, needs some more experimentation. And I do need to like develop a racetrack or something. Okay, question is, what am I doing next? Okay, so here's the main gimmick mechanic, whatever you want to call it, for the game, for this particular game. I don't want it to just be, no, not quite yet, because not track time just yet, because the main gimmick of this is that there are two ways I can go about this. One is, actually no, okay, rewind. The main thing is that I want to have like a system of like detaching an engine. God, I'm blowing out the mic. I really feel like I'm doing that. Sorry. It keeps showing red. I want to like detach the engine. So like, let's say you have like two, like just say every ship has, standard wise, they have two engines, the left one and the right one. And as you're going through the track, you get damaged by hitting the walls or by other opponents, and whatever, blah blah blah. You get more damage, and each of your engines take a varying amounts of damage, so that once, if it takes enough damage, or even just whenever you want to, you can detach. I don't know, press the left directional button or the right directional button, and it detaches the left and right engine. So now you have less weight, you're going a little faster, but it's a little harder to turn. So it changes the stats of your ship on the fly, but it lets you keep going into the race, and you can do other things, like you use it as sort of improvised bomb to get people in the end. And then that goes into the pit stop mechanic, the pit crew mechanic, where, whenever you want in the lap or whatever, you go into the pit crew, go to the side, go to the pit crew, and you're like, go, hurry, and like the people you hire, the characters that you work with to upgrade or whatever, you use your resources you gain during the campaign or some bullshit, and then, they like do a quick repair, like that, and then, get out, you're back off to the races with like another engine set or something. That's the main kind of gimmick that I want to get into, where I want to make this feel like a team sport, where you're with your pit crew, you're with your you're with your crew, you're with your teammates. Everyone's trying to get together to make this thing work efficiently, work good, and you have like some characters that you grow attached to. The flip side of that is, what that was recommended to me by a friend, is to kind of lean into the pit crew thing, where rather than doing the racing yourself, you are the pit crew. It's basically kind of like XCOM, but with racing, and you're like the pit crew. So you hire people in the pit crew, you hire the racers. Each racer has different personalities and different stats. You try to tweak your ship with different stats based on the track that's coming up, based on the weather, all that kind of stuff. And I do like that idea, and I'm wondering if I'm able to kind of merge those two ideas to where it's like, I think if you've played something like like any of the Total War games, like Total War Shogun, you have like the overall campaign map. You have the overall campaign map and your army and shit that you like deal with on the overworld, and you do all the stuff on there. And then when you get into a combat with an enemy, with an opponent, you can choose to do the battle yourself. You choose to do battle yourself, or you can just, do the auto battle. It'll just like, the auto battle tells you ahead of time, oh, this is likely to be a super victory, or oh, it's going to be a pyrrhic, however you say, a pyrrhic victory, or oh, you're going to lose if you do auto battle or something. So it's kind of like a balance of like, okay, like I can choose to go in and do the whole thing myself, and most likely I'll do it. Most likely I'll end up being more effective in battle than the auto resolve, or I can just do the auto resolve to quickly go through the motions. Like, yeah, I'm gonna win this one, whatever. Just auto resolve it and let me continue. So I'm wondering if I could do that system. I think that system would be interesting because it'll kind of let me have my cake and eat it too, where I can do the racing thing and also do that additional like team building, kind of getting attached to your team, getting attached to the characters that either are pre-made, scripted, or procedurally generated. I kind of want to do a little more scripted, like actual characters to like write out and create and animate or whatever. But like a couple of procedural stuff would be procedural, like randomly generated characters would work too. Yes, -21. Go E22. But yeah, that's the main gimmick that I want to go for. So yeah. So I'm thinking right now, should I just do a track first though? Or should I try to integrate the detach mechanic first? Poggers in chat, if you... Oh god, there are more people here? Jesus. Furbikyo, Commander Root, I think you were here already. Z574. That's like my zip code. Only not. Don't dox me, please. So I could probably do the detach mechanic. I feel like track making right now is going to be a bit weird because I'm not familiar with like Blender and shit. I need to, track will come later. I'm going to do let's do the engine detaching, let's do the engine detach mechanic first. Please don't. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do the engine detach mechanic right now. The way I can do that, I am going to, let's create 2 capsules. God, I have Mr. Brightside stuck in my head because I've been practicing guitar, and I have Mr. Brightside stuck in my head. I'll play what I know for y'all at the end of the stream. Remind me, whoever's still here, remind me to do that. Let's make this left engine and right engine. Left engine, right engine. Okay. So we're gonna... Oh god, which way's forward? Okay, that way's forward. So we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna make this 90 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna actually move the mic. Now my keyboard isn't so annoying. Please tell me if this is too quiet, because I know I talk quietly because I don't want to bother anyone else in my house. And even if I did move out, I'd probably not want to bother my neighbors because I'm too nervous about talking loud. But anyway, let's do 0.5, 0.5. That's not. Let's do 0.5, 0.5. There, it looks like a weenus. There we go. So negative 0.5. Here we go. Those are two different engines. Now we're going to do the right engine. We're going to put this one at 0.5. That'll be the right engine. And we're going to color both of these suckers. Assets, materials. Let's create another material. Material. Here we go. Let's call this engine. Let's make the albedo. Let's make it a nice red. Because, of course, you know, I'm nothing if not a stereotypical dude. And actually, let's adjust these. There we go. Yeah, look at that. They look like fucking ship it, right? Okay, so we have these. Oh, and you know what? I should probably make this a prefab. Something's gonna happen, and then it's gonna be like, oh. Okay, so here we go. So we have left engine, right engine. So okay, I believe I can actually. Oh, does it not? I can probably close this out. Oh, did I never drag? What uses drag? Oof. Uses drag on start. Drive force divided by terminal velocity. Oof. Big oof. That's maybe why it never stops accelerating. Okay. Big oof. Let's do that. Big oof. Okay. Here we go. Because drag was never, because I had drag here, but I never used it. So drag was 0. Okay, so that's probably why it didn't, have a max speed. I think terminal velocity is what would be max speed here. What did get speed percentage do? Oh, I think that was for something else. Then on collision stay. Fine, I'll copy this over so I don't have to look at this again, but I'm pretty sure. I do not like how they did the collisions with the walls, because that just like stopped you right in your tracks. Alright, I think that's all I need from that. From the old, I think that's all I need from the old one. Rigid body! RB! RNB. I don't really listen to it, but it's probably a good genre of music, if I got into it. Okay. Propulsion. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to our input system, and we're gonna add detach left, oops, and detach. Is that how you spell detach? Is that how you spell detach? Doesn't look right. Detach. Detached retina. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that's how you spell it. For some reason it looks wrong. It's one of those words that just looks wrong. So we're gonna make D-pad left. We'll do a different one. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. Which we'll do arrow keys. We'll figure out optimal placement of buttons later. Left, right. And for the keyboard, just in case, we'll just Q and E. Oh my eye. Oh. Q and E. Q some more. Q. That's the wrong one. Add binding, please. Come on, listen. Keyboard gamepad. Should I just make it just keyboard? I don't. Whatever. Okay. So let's do each other left and right. So that should add some of the other things. So now, I have to do this whole hullabaloo here. Input action. Okay, so this is where input action, shift control, detach left, performed, plus equals context. This whole, the way this whole system works out is like, for the smart people in the room, these are basically lambda expressions for events. For the not smart people in the room, don't worry about it, because I don't really understand it either. I mean, I kind of understand it, but... Where did I? There it is. Wow. Okay, now I think all the people. There we go. So, in this case, I want to... In this case, it's going to be a void detach engine with the Boolean of, let's do Boolean, why is this so hard to name a Boolean? Left Boolean bool engine. Just fucking jeez, why is it so hard? This way it is detach engine from context read value as a bool. I believe is what I can do. I think. I hope. Boom. The fuck, what? Value. Boom. Yeah, this is where it gets kind of weird, and I'm not entirely sure how it works out, but... Yeah, this part's weird. I don't know if it'll actually read properly, but... Let's do header... ship body. Fuck it, whatever. Public transform, left engine, public transform, right engine. So this is where, for now, we're just gonna do if engine. This is gonna be, I believe, left engine parent set parent. I just did this recently. Null true. Else right engine dot set parent null true. And you know what? We're gonna make. Actually, no, I don't think you can. Can you make this the? I think you can actually. Engine. I think you can make a shortcut if statement just with this parent. Can you do that? No, you can't. All right, we're gonna have to do the normie way. I'm sorry. And we're even gonna not use brackets because we're riding the wild side. Oh, fuck. Alright. So this should detach the engine. And actually, we're going to add the brackets because we're going to change the we're gonna end up changing the values of the engine, and then public transform center engine center. So this is like when you move it to the middle of it. Both engine set, and then boom, 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 boom. Well, for now, let's just see if this shit works. This should theoretically, who knows? Let's see what happens. So we're going. Okay. So. Oh, what the fuck any of that means, but it probably means that it doesn't register it as a bool. Also, I'm only catching detach left. You know what? Let's do the lazy. Let's do the lazy way. I feel like this is like it's the amateur way. Because who knows? Maybe the ship has like 5 different engines. Legit, I kind of want to do that. That'd be kind of fucking righteous. You just like fucking have 5 engines you gotta detach, and it's like I have 1 engine, bitch. I'm going the speed of light, speed of sound. Rolling around at the speed of sound. The places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Yeah, da 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 da. Follow me, set me free. Let's get from this. I'll probably start playing like my Spotify tracklist playlist next time around. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Hasn't been assigned. Hasn't been assigned. Fucking. I'm a bitch and I don't know what the fuck to do. God damn it. Okay. And while I'm here, because I need the create an empty. Yeah, okay, fuck off with. Oh my god. Why do birds fly? Why do birds fly? Self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Wow. Yeah, I want to put it. Yeah, put it there. The fuck? Wake up. Why is it? I don't like that. Wake up. Grab a bunch and put a little makeup. Potato. Another people. Oh, that's. I like that. The way it just pops up. It's pretty great. Yeah, the metal on track is 9 engines. Hell yeah. And you can only replace 2 of them because that's all your resources. Man. That's fun. That was fun. Okay, so now, okay, here we go. So now, engine center, this is when we move it over to the center, and I want it to, yeah, and that's the tricky thing. You most likely you won't, don't do that. This is not a good, this was just a habit, not a habit. Ignore that. you most likely won't be able to detach both engines if you only have two engines. Or if you do, my thinking is if you do end up detaching all your engines, you're left with basically a motorcycle. And it's like very weak and not really that fast, but it gives you a chance to get back to the pit stop and heal up and blah blah blah. That's my thinking on what it could be, on what I could do. So for now, let's do this engine, then write engine dot I don't care about position, but engine center dot position quaternion dot identity. Cause who fucking knows what the fuck quaternions do? So does this, and then we're gonna, just for now, so you're not literally detaching every fucking time, private bool detached left, private bool detached right. There we go. So if detached left, or if not, actually, if you did not, I need to figure out what the shortcut is to moving a line up and down in Visual Studio, because back at Naughty Dog it was Control D or Control Shift D, and it's very annoying that I can't do that right now. I need to set it. Oh yeah, and we're gonna detached left equals true, and we're gonna do the same thing here. And the line, we're gonna combine these at some point, because I don't like having two functions like that. If not detached right, and we're gonna do detached right equals true, and we're gonna put the rest of this, all this schmaltz in here. Apparently schmaltz is a thing. Like the word schmaltzy, you know, like people use the word schmaltzy. Apparently schmaltz is a thing that you use in a lot of Jewish cooking. I never knew that. And I ate all the fucking matzo ball soup in my life. So you put like, it's like the fat or something after like boiling chicken or something. I don't know. The schmaltz. Anyway, let's do that. Then we're gonna. Okay, so question is, we'll do public float the drift factor detached, which, let's just, okay, actually, yes. So here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do drift factor divided by equals divided by 2. A little shortcut for all you people to know. Or is it divide equals? There we go. Yeah, that's what it is. So we're going to divide the drift factor by 2. And we're going to drive force. We're going to, I don't know, multiply it by drive force times equals 1.40f. I don't fucking know. Let's just do that. Let's do that. If you detach both of them, brother, you're fucked. Okay. So that's the basic idea. The numbers prone to change. Who fucking knows what's going to happen with the numbers? So we're driving around. Oh no, why is it chopping like that? Ooh, I don't like that. Wait. Oh god, why is it going? Ooh, what's happening? Ooh, why is it shaking? Ooh. 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 I don't like that. Why is it doing that? I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. What happened there? What's going on? Whoops. I need to know what that does. I forget what that does. Why was it doing that? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I don't like that. I don't like that. What's going on here? Maybe I need to rotate it as well. Yeah. Yeah, now I don't have any, so now it's drift factor 25. Okay, so it might actually be something with the engine. Is it trying to... I'm not doing anything here. Well, maybe it's... Well, no, there are no colliders. Oh wait, there are colliders. No capsule colliders. I don't need colliders. Well, not yet. No capsule colliders for these things yet. How do you... Isn't there a way to apply this to the prefab? Kind of the new Unity prefab system I'm not familiar with enough. Ah, crap. Let's go back to the prefab. So this shizer. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's what that was going on. So the capsule collider is all futzed up, and I want this to be 90 degrees so it's not sticking out like an antenna. Oopsie poopsie. Okay, here we go. Engine center. Why isn't it the center like it's supposed to be? Okay, so here we go. The colliders. No. Capsule colliders. No. Okay, here we go. Okay, now it's not doing the weird thing. Wait, what the fuck is that? What's the drive force? What's the drive force look like now? Drive force is 23.8. So am I actually going faster? Ooh. So I believe the drag should limit me now. I shouldn't be able to accelerate forever, should I? Because I added the drag force. No, I'm just accelerating infinitely. Why is it not handling the max? Yeah, drift factor of 50. Or not drift factor, drive force handling. Why am I forever accelerating? Terminal velocity of... Nah, that's only for falling. Skirt. Detach it. Skirt. 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 Okay, terminal velocity is 100. Why am I allowed to accelerate so bad? Because this should... I should have a speed limit. And it is not limiting me. Let's just see how far it goes. Let's just see how far it goes. Yeah, and I do not like how it's like popping in and out of existence there. Oh god. I'm not looking forward to having to handle the physics myself. Because there's going to have to be a lot of raycast checking and like... Yeah, it's like doing that. Maybe that's the camera actually. Maybe the camera can't catch up. Yeah, like that. I think that actually might be a camera. Because I think the whole world kind of goes... I think it's the camera. Oop. Oh man, look how fucking fast that slows down, Jesus. That might be too much. And that's at fucking 25. Shift factor. Oh, I know that my cap is at 47. Although it's weird how when I stop, it's still showing it as speed. Oh. Okay. So I have the detaching thing, and we're gonna have to play with the numbers. We're gonna have to play with the numbers and how it changes around. Yeah, look at that. Look at that fucking turn, baby. Just to clean up the. Because I don't need this display. It should be private, as far as I know, as far as I can tell. So why isn't it capped? Because I remember the last one it was capped. I remember in the tutorial it was capped, so I don't know why. Let me just do some code cleanup. I always enjoy doing some code cleanup. If there are more people. K3, Giroux, and Helm. Hello. I always forget that people don't comment in the chat. Also, speed doesn't need to. Current forward speed of the ship. Let's put this under put there. And the PID controller settings. Isn't there there's a drop down. Isn't there a? I know there's a bunch of other like little tiny features. Header attribute. There's like a bunch of other attributes. You know, just to distract myself a little bit, do something a little fun. Unity header attributes. Improving the Unity editor. Yeah, look at all that fun stuff. Serial speed selection. Sure. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cute. Range. Oh yeah, I know how to do range. Serialized field. What does that do? Encapsulation. Yada yada yada. Object-oriented programming. Blah 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 blah. Object-oriented programming. It's a scam. Well, not really a scam, but text area and multi-line. That's nice. Color usage. Well, there are headers and spacing. I enjoy headers. Tooltip. I do enjoy tooltips as well. Context menu item. Context menu. Hello. Oh, that's all. I didn't even give me the ones I wanted. What a fucking scam, my dude. Oh god. Look at this. Yeah, freaking additional holding. Oh, is it Microsoft stuff? Attribute target. Creating custom attributes. I'm just going down a random rabbit hole with this shit. Author, oh yeah, that shit. Just give me a list of the fucking common attributes. What the fuck? Why does it? Why don't they just fucking? Just give me a list of this shit. Initialize on load method. Can edit multiple objects. I remember some of these. I've used some of these at some point. Menu item. Custom editor. Why menu attributes? Component attributes? Oh, yeah, there's like there's like require a component that'll automatically, that's useful. Your space, range, tooltips, USB. Lorem ipsum. Hidden inspector, multi-line. Isn't there a... Am I going insane? I'm just going down the rabbit hole for this bullshit. Text area. My multi-line string. Component attributes, runtime attributes. Right, execute in edit mode. Yeah, those are fun ones. Anyway, none of that is helping me. Is it... What's it called? It's not a drop-down menu. It's a... There's like a... accordion, I think. Don't tell me how to fucking create... Yeah, there's a header, tooltip. Whoop-de-doo, space, header, range, tooltip, sorry, multi-line function attribute, text menu, do your thing, class attributes. Isn't there a fucking accordion? Am I insane? You know what, fuck it, let's see what accordion. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got here? I know this is like so not important, but I just want to hashtag region if, yeah. GUI hide inspector. I swear there are other ones. Min multi-line property. Struct text area tooltip. Isn't there access through property? Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. I think these are all the... Oh, okay. Is it like drop down? Is it expand? Might be expand. Expandable? I know I've used it before. Do not call me crazy. Description, designer, design only, disable, discardable, display name. Editor, enum member event, exclude, extension, no. What am I thinking about? Inheritance, initialize, input control, interface item, not node. Marshall. I'm thinking of container. I'm thinking of something, man. I know I've used it. It's useful. I swear it's useful. Oh, parent, password, property, text, post process. Pure. Why are there two pures? One's JetBrains. Why do I have JetBrains annotations on? I'm probably... Yeah, well... Whatever. Fine. I give up. Oh, fuck. Alright, I forgot what I was doing earlier here. What I was doing. was it? That's not what I want to show. Yeah. Let's go to my fucking... Let's go to my... fucking... clicker game that I play way too goddamn much of. And it's funny because you don't really play clicker games anyway. Okay, I think probably what's next in the end is I'm gonna probably need to make, like, legit, like, make a track, try to, like, draw it out or something. Question is, how do I do that? Because I can't really imagine Pro Builder, the way that I know how to use Pro Builder, will be very efficient at that. I don't want to just do, like, oh, prefab race car tracks, just put blah 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 blah, and then turn, and then blah blah blah. I kind of just want to draw it out and see how that plays out, just so I can kind of get a feel for, kind of like basically just like a track that goes, okay, here's a wide turn, and another wide turn to the right. Here's a hairpin turn and a hairpin turn, and here's a sharp 90-degree turn and the sharp 90-degree turn. And here's like a jump, like just something that I can use, something that I can just make a big track with all of the general features that a track would have, then like spawn in, and let me spawn in each position just to like get to each position fast. I'm not that familiar with Blender or Maya. Like I've used them a little bit, but I don't know how to use them particularly. Fuck. I'll probably off screen, or heck, maybe even on screen, I will go into Blender and try to see if I can just draw out, just like try to go in Blender and try to draw that kind of stuff out. I know the basic controls of that stuff. I'll probably have to look at some tutorials during that, but I think the track stuff is next. Just to make like a track that has all of the basic features and basic obstacles that a track would have. And I need to set, like, I need to get it to have a max velocity, max speed, so it's not just forever accelerating. And then we're gonna just toy around with all the fucking numbers for 50 years. And we'll see what happens then. I guess for now, Scoozy. For now, I kind of want to play Rock Band a bit. Let's play Rock Band. Let's play some Rock Band, fellas. Rocksmith, not Rock Band, Rocksmith. I apologize. And I actually need to open it from the folder because I have a small modification that lets me not have to use their cable. Oh, here it is. And then we're gonna run that. Let's see where. Ah, shit. Oh no. Oh, there it is. And you guys are gonna probably end up hearing the reverb. I'll probably need to put on Hello. Okay, now you can hear me. God damn it, Rocksmith takes over the audio for my mic. I don't appreciate that, Rocksmith. Fuck. And now I can actually hear myself, so I can actually hear myself. And boy, oh boy, can you hear the fan in the background. Yeah, so... So the question is how... That sucks. Because now it's not going to hear me because Rocksmith takes over the audio. Shit. Rocksmith takes over the audio. What is this mic aux? Is that... can you still hear me? Is that the fucking... Oh my god. I think mic aux is actually... I think either mic aux... Vertical layout. Yeah, let's do that. Audio mixer, please. Why you do this? Why you do this, audio mixer? Whoa. Why you do this, audio mixer? Why you do this to me? Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here. Okay, so yeah, so mic aux looks to be the same as Blue Yeti. So can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? I hope you guys can still hear me. So maybe, yeah, it seems much softer compared to if I have both of these on. So if I try Rocksmith again. Yeah, okay, so you still hear me, and now we're gonna run Rocksmith. God, it's so weird to hear. Okay, yeah, and I think, oh, you can still hear me? I think. Oh, but now Rocksmith is playing out of the speakers. Now Rocksmith's playing out of the speakers, and it's gonna be really annoying for you guys. So... And then getting access back to my microphone. That's annoying. Just play out of there. Get my headphones. If I had a proper aux cord, you could plug it in here. Maybe that's why. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, well, we're just gonna not hear me, and you can hear the music, because that's what's important, and well, actually you wouldn't even be able to hear me play because I'm muted, because I have like a small delay on it. This sucks. Man. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna unplug it from the mic, because woof. It sounds really weird, and it honestly kind of hurts my ears. Swear to God, if anyone says play Wonderball, I mean I might, but I forget how to play it. let's do hand cam time. So it's like, yes, I am left-handed. It's like, yeah. It's like the opening of it, but man, I wish I could play Rocksmith, but it'd be kind of weird. Oh, still kind of practicing on that, but I can do a Tenacious D tribute. Right now it's tuned to E flat standard, so pick for Mr. Brightside, which is an E flat standard. So you guys can see. This is the greatest song in the world. Tribute. Yeah, I still need to work on playing only like 2 strings at a time. Kind of just go like in the mess of like that. And also I need to work on while holding down those 2 notes. Oh, man, I should get like a multi-webcam setup, boys. Hand cam. Yeah, I'm just relaxing at this point. What do I do now? I'll probably, because I feel like when I stop streaming, I'm not going to stream for the rest of the day. So the question is, do I just want to keep streaming and kind of chill / maybe work a little bit more, or just stop and maybe start streaming again later today? can't really see all of me at once. Unless I really step back, but then you won't really be able to hear me. Alright. Should probably... How do I... Why isn't it... Oh, because I locked it. That's why. There we go. I can see all my glory. Yay! They're kind of useful to see your hands reflected on you, even if there's a slight delay from the webcam to my visual screen. This is a really weird angle. There we go. When you get in the groove, it's not too bad. But then you get too fast and it's like, ah. That's why I'm getting too excited and fast. Should probably clean my fretboard too. It probably needs a good cleaning. I don't think the strings need replacing though. PogChamp for anyone who knows this one. Alright, well, I think it's good enough for now. I might stream again a little bit today, but for sure I'll come back tomorrow. Let me reset this back. I should probably make another scene for other things. But yeah, thank you for everyone who came by here. Another TV viewer, Commander Root Biko, Helm K3 Giroux, Spongy Bread, and Universe, whoever that is, and Storm, and all the other people who are here. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time for when I post my next thing. I'm planning, the way it seems to be working out, I'm planning to do at least some sort of stream every day at around 2 o'clock. Yeah, but to start around 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock is when I'm planning to stream most every day. And yeah, we'll see how it all goes.